The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. The disciples were on the way going up to Jerusalem, and Jesus went ahead of them. They were amazed, and those who followed were afraid. Taking the 12 aside again, he began to tell them what was going to happen to him. Behold, we're going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be handed over to the chief priests and scribes, and they will condemn him to death and hand him over to the Gentiles, who will mock him, spit on him, scourge him, and put him to death. But after 3 days, he will rise. Then James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came to Jesus and said to him, "Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you." He replied, "What do you wish for me to do for you?" They answered him, "Grant that in your glory we may sit one at your right and the other at your left." And Jesus said to him, "You do not know what you are asking. Can you drink the chalice that I am to drink? Or be baptized with the baptism with which I am baptized?" They said to him, "We can." Jesus said to them, "The chalice that I drink, you will drink. And with the baptism with which I am baptized, you will be baptized. But to sit at my right or at my left is not mine to give, but it is for those for whom it has been prepared." When the other 10 heard this, they became indignant at James and John. Jesus summoned them and said to them, "You know that those who are recognized as rulers rule over the Gentiles. They lord it over them, and their great ones make their authority over them felt. But it shall not be so among you. Rather, whoever wishes to be great among you will be your servant. Whoever wishes to be first among you will be the slave of all. For the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise the Lord Jesus Christ.
El padre me pidió que predicara justamente cuando comenzó la misa. Father Giovanni asked me to preach just when Mass started, so I'm going to go with a creative style of preaching. And the Gospel that I just read, I'm going to imagine that instead of James and John, the sons of Zebedee, it will be Giovanni and Carlos. And see where this goes. Así que vamos, el Evangelio de hoy narra sobre Santiago y Juan que le piden al Señor poder sentarse a la derecha y a la izquierda. Voy a utilizar eso creativamente para hablar sobre Padre Giovanni y Padre Carlos, que se le han acercado al Señor en esta gran celebración del cumpleaños de Giovanni. Si podría Giovanni sentarse a la derecha y yo a la izquierda de nuestro Señor Jesucristo. Este sería el pedido de este regalo de cumpleaños. Me imagino que el Señor nos diría: "Ay, ustedes no saben lo que piden. Ay, estos dos no entienden. Y de seguro el Señor nos preguntaría, ¿puedes beber del cáliz? Y ciertamente Padre Giovanni ha bebido del cáliz. Está bebiendo del cáliz y beberá del cáliz. El llamado de Jesucristo es a seguir su ejemplo. En el bautizo del Señor hemos sido bautizados. En el cáliz del Señor es que nos entregamos. Obviamente esto de sentarse a la derecha, a la izquierda, eso va más allá de lo que puede dar Jesucristo. El Padre sabrá quién se lo dará. Pero el hecho de que hemos tenido el gran honor de tener al Padre Giovanni entre nosotros para darnos de beber de ese cáliz. No solamente yo y el Padre Giovanni bebemos de ese cáliz, sino que cada vez que se celebra la Eucaristía y el Padre Giovanni celebra la Eucaristía, bebemos de ese cáliz. Es un cáliz amargo, es el cáliz de la entrega. El cáliz que no solamente el Padre Giovanni bebe, sino que también ejemplarmente nos demuestra cómo es que se bebe de un cáliz. Celebramos su cumpleaños, celebramos su vida, pero también celebramos el gran regalo de tenerlo aquí, dejando atrás familia, patria, madre, amigos, para estar aquí con nosotros. Dichosos nosotros que tenemos un sacerdote tan santo, devoto, sincero, trabajador, como el Padre Giovanni. Y es lo que nos inspira celebrar su cumpleaños. De que Él, y por sus manos recibimos del cáliz, pero que Él con sus propias manos también bebe de ese cáliz. Así que para esta gran celebración del cumpleaños del Padre Giovanni, queremos levantar ese cáliz en alto, haciendo un brindis, pero un brindis de dar gloria, alabanza, agradecimiento a Dios por el gran regalo de la vida del Padre Giovanni y el gran regalo de tenerlo aquí entre nosotros como nuestro sacerdote. Dichosos somos, dichosos somos. No todos tienen la dicha de tener un sacerdote como Padre Giovanni en una parroquia. Y sabemos que pasamos por 9 antes de llegar a él. Así que lo decimos con todo el sentido de la palabra. Dichosos somos que hemos podido llegar a tener tan santo sacerdote. Así que hoy, mientras levantas el cáliz, recordar que es el cáliz que el Señor nos invita a beber, que es el cáliz que el pueblo va a beber, y es el cáliz de agradecimiento a Dios que levantamos para dar un cierto brindis, saludando y agradeciendo a Dios por el regalo de tu vida. Following the imagery of today's gospel, imagine me and Father Giovanni asking Jesus, can we sit at your right and in your left in your kingdom? And surely, just as he said to John and James, he will say to us, you guys have no idea what you guys are asking for. And we surely don't. Yet the sentence and follow, can you drink of the cup? And we do. Every time we celebrate the Holy Eucharist, we are drinking of his cup. We're drinking of his cup. So as we celebrate the birthday of Father Giovanni, we celebrate the great gift that he's given us to have a priest that raises the chalice and allows it and pass it on, gives it to us that we may drink of the cup of Jesus Christ. But also the call to serve. The drinking of the chalice is to give ourselves in love for others. And that's what Father Giovanni has done, given us an example, not just drink, but his own life is a living witness of picking up and drinking from that cup. We're blessed to have him here, and we rejoice in his great gift, the gift of his life among us. But it came with a great cost, far from his country, far from his own family and friends, far from his own mom. It's a great gift of sacrificial love that he's given us. And we should keep that in mind every time he raises the chalice. He is drinking of the cup, and he's inspiring us to follow in his example. But also, it's typical in celebration when we do a brindis, what do you call it, a brindis? How do you say it? A toast. That when we lift the chalice, it's that we should also do it as a toast. As a toast that we give thanks to God. Thank you, Lord, for the great gift that you've given us in Father Giovanni, so that not only drinking of the cup, but before we drink it, we raise it. It may be like a salute, may be a praising, may be an offering of gratitude and thanksgiving to God for the great gift of the life of Father Giovanni. So can we drink of the cup? Of the cup, we all will drink, and we thank God that we're able to drink it through the hands of Father Giovanni and through his living witness, his example, and his life, which now celebrates 51 years. Padre Giovanni, gracias por el regalo de tu compromiso, de tu sacerdocio, de tu vida, celebrando tu cumpleaños. Así que cuando levantemos el cáliz en el día de hoy, lo hacemos en brindis de agradecimiento a Dios, reconociendo que el llamado es de beber de ese cáliz y dar gracias a Dios por el regalo de tu vida y una vida que es entregada al ejemplo de Cristo y un ejemplo de entrega total a la voluntad del Padre, al amor de un pueblo, aun cuando implica grandes sacrificios de tu parte. Gracias por tu vida, gracias por tu testimonio y que vengan muchos años más de celebrar tu cumpleaños. Un aplauso al Padre Giovanni.